No days off is a mindset that when you're in that gym, you're not taking any time off.
Work hard, do your best. If basketball is something that you're passionate about now, then give it your all.
There's always ways to improve. There's always ways to try new things and learn and have fun doing it.
I want that person to believe that they can't stop me.
You know, when you're a real hooper, you're elite athletes, you can't help it to want to get in the gym. You have that itch, you have that urge.
I think it comes out on the court, just seeing how animated she can get after an and one or a good play.
She's not afraid to display emotion during the game, which I think is fantastic, and it's actually good for the women's sport.
I'm dribbling with my head down. I'm not a confident dribbler. That's how I'm assessing it.
Stoudemire, I call him Yoda sometimes, so I feel like he's really wise.
I didn't start playing basketball until like late 6th grade. I was not interested at all in sports. And then something just clicked. I had a good coach, I had good teammates, and I really enjoyed the sport.
The thing that really stands out is just the spirit of what makes her who she is. It's her positive energy and her work ethic.
Hi, I'm Cameron Brink, Stanford women's basketball player, 2-time gold medalist, NCAA champion.
I think it's important to get in here, do your work, but then when you're not working, go do the other things that interest you. Go do other things that give you energy and that you have fun with.
I mean, on a normal day off for me, I still want to get in the gym. I still want to shoot, get some reps up, but I try to do something fun with my family, hang out with my dog.
Today we're going to the beach, gonna play some spike ball, eat some good food, maybe do some Pilates, and just chill out with the fam.
We're riding in my parents' Sprinter van, so it's like a big camper van, and I get to chill in the back on this nice bed. I'm doing schoolwork or training or just like napping all day, so it's nice to get out and do something fun and different.
It's pretty hard to keep Cameron away from the court just because it's what she loves, and even on her off days, I think it's something that helps her relax and recharge. 2 college successful athlete parents made one extremely successful athlete kid, and I think it's not much more to say than to look at all of Cameron's accomplishments so early on in her life, and I'm just excited to see what else there is to come.
I guess I've kind of always been able to move pretty well for my size. I mean, both my parents played Division I basketball at Virginia Tech, so I think I kind of, their amazing genes got passed down to me. I feel really thankful to have my height. I used to be really insecure about it, but now I'm extremely thankful for it, and it helps me do what I love.
Raising Cameron like any child, it's been a journey, and we're fortunate to have 2 really special kids with Cameron and Sy. Cameron's journey has been pretty extraordinary, and I think part of our learning along the way has been to give her space to be her own person, to strike a balance between being the disciplinarian and knowing when to push her when she didn't want to get out of bed and go to practice or study, but then giving her the space to be the person that she needs to be. But she's been a pleasure to watch grow up.
She has 2 sides. So from a basketball perspective, she's very competitive and fiery. And off the court, she's just super fun-loving, silly, compassionate, kind. She does have an edge though, that will come out, and then, we're continuously trying to help her smooth out the edges. But she is just, she's kind of a mixed bag of kind and uber competitive.
I feel like almost every meal I eat is a cheat meal in a sense, but I love to read. I've definitely been getting into meditation more, say positive affirmations. Breath work helps if I'm feeling anxious or worried about something. And then just spending time with family, I think. I mean, it's my favorite thing to do, they're the best, so. They never forced me into playing, that's why I started so late. They just kind of wanted me to be happy in whatever I was doing. And I really appreciate that, because I think if I was forced into it, I wouldn't like it as much now. But of course, I mean, they know the sport, they know what they're talking about, so hearing their feedback was definitely tough at times, but I mean, they're both elite Division I athletes, so I definitely take what they say seriously, and they're both huge role models to me. I think my dad tells me a lot that any publicity is good publicity. Not everyone knows who I am truly, and if they're basing what they know of me off of just social media or what they see on TV, that's not an accurate depiction of who I truly am. I definitely want to play professionally. I would love to play overseas. Yeah, I mean, that would be the dream. I want to play basketball for as long as I can. But then after that, I mean, I just kind of see where life takes me. It's important to me to still get in the gym somehow, whatever I do. Even if it's just ball handling or shooting, I think it's really important for me to just spend time in the gym and get some work done, because basketball is therapy to me and it helps me get my mind off of things. So I think it's really important that I try to get in the gym as much as possible and spend time bettering myself as a player. I think it's so important as an athlete to take time for yourself, because you're always surrounded by coaches, trainers, teammates, and that can get kind of exhausting. So taking some time to be alone and just with your own thoughts and like reflecting on things, I think it's really important to reflect on where you are, how your mind is, how you're doing mentally. I mean, all elite athletes, they just want to go, like constantly be in the gym, getting better. And it really is a skill to learn how to take some time off, to recuperate, and to allow your body to rest. Because if you don't allow yourself to rest, like you're just digging yourself into a hole where it's just even harder to recover from. I definitely am getting better at like letting my body take a break.
When the game is on the line, I think that's when Deja is at her best.
I love to compete. I love to be myself.
Everybody knows she's a big name. She's a big player.
My name is Deja Kelly. I am a college basketball player at the University of Oregon, and this is No Days Off. Started playing when I was like 3 years old for a little church league. My mom and dad played. My mom has coached me, trained me ever since I started. When I was, I think it was like 2nd or 3rd grade, I made this big like dream board for my future, and it says, Deja Kelly arrives in the WNBA in 2025. Just what continues to push me every day are my goals that I set for myself. I'm thinking of that little girl who had these big dreams, and there's so much more left for me to give the game of basketball and for it to give me. I think what I love about it is just the competitive nature around the game. I love how many opportunities it brings. We have practice, typically have it about in the morning, not too early, like 10 a.m.-ish. Sometimes depending on how early it is, I'll come in on my own and get some shots up before. Nothing too crazy.
She's a great leader. She's a hard worker. She's a great teammate. She's been a great leader by example.
The shots that we take, she has to make 2 in a row, 3 in a row, 4 in a row, just to get her consistency up as much as possible.
Right now we're in a kind of 9 days straight stretch, so it's more of just kind of management and just kind of lots of mobility and managing and taking care of your body in that way, and just getting some quicker movements. That's kind of what the strength and agility part kind of comes together.
Today was more of what we call a primer lift, so stimulating the nervous system to be, ready for all of the explosive movements that basketball is going to require tomorrow. She's one of the hardest workers that we have, so just day in, day out, putting in the extra work has elevated her to this level.
I really prioritize my own individual work, so I think that's something that I try to throw in there a lot without kind of putting too much stress on my body, because it's a long season. I'm on the clock all the time, so even though we have a long season, summer is the main time for you to get better. Me transitioning to coming to Oregon, I think that was a big challenge for me. That was something that I had to face. Being able to take that leap of faith for me was a huge challenge, and that was just something I had to just kind of trust it and trust the process and trust the journey and trust that it was all going to work out, and so far it has.
This is my first year coaching Deja. She played 4 years at the University of North Carolina. She wanted to use her 5th year, and we were fortunate enough that she wanted to come here. And the honest truth is, I think she's a better basketball player now. She's doing all the things that I know the pros are looking for. She's a lot more efficient. She's been in those moments, she's succeeded in those moments, and that's when we need her.
Playing for Oregon, I think, is something that I'm really glad I made the choice. I've grown so much as a person, as a player. The biggest thing when I came here, I just wanted to get back to having fun with the game.
Being on part of a team is the greatest thing that you'll ever do in your life. To give of yourself, to be part of something bigger than just you. I don't think there's anything she can't do. She's so likable. She relates to people on many different levels. She relates to CEOs of big companies, big corporations, and the same as she does a little 8-year-old girl who's coming to our basketball games, to her teammates, to her coaches, everybody she comes in contact with. She just has that. That's her secret sauce. She has an opportunity to play in the WNBA and play professionally if that's what she wants to do.
My goal is to enter the draft and try to add value to a roster. One team, one coach, whoever it is, I just need one to believe that I can add value to what they're trying to do. I'm nowhere near done, and I'm really excited for what's to come. No days off literally means being on the clock all the time. Work hard, do your best. Like, if basketball is something that you're passionate about now, then give it your all.
She has the intangibles. She does the intangibles when it comes to being a winner and winning a game and helping your team and being a great teammate.
Boston.
What makes me most proud of Aliyah is the fact that she's okay with not being perfect, but also having that goal and strive to be perfect.
My favorite thing about playing basketball, I would say, is the competition. I just love to compete and I just love to win, so. My name is Aliyah Boston. I'm 20 years old and I play basketball.
Shoot again. And another offensive board.
Forward, you get best of both worlds. The physicality of it all, just being able to block shots, which I think brings a lot of excitement in the game, and being able to score against some taller people.
How steady. Drops it back off to Boston. Another assist for Ty Harris. Back into rhythm as Barnum blocked by Boston.
Some of my accomplishments, this summer, actually, I won gold with USA Basketball. We went down to Puerto Rico and we played in the World Cup. And so that was definitely exciting. I played for USA Basketball a couple times, so I have 5 gold medals, so I thought that's pretty cool. But definitely winning gold this summer was really exciting, especially since Coach Staley was the coach of the team. So it was really exciting to win a gold medal with your college coach.
Aliyah's greatest skill on the basketball court, her pure dominance of just getting to the basket, but also whether it's scoring, whether it's rebounding, her shot blocking timing is undeniable and amazing to watch.
I started playing basketball because my older sister played and I wanted to follow in her footsteps and do what she did, and then I fell in love with the game. Growing up, some of my role models would be my family, my mom, my dad, my sister, pretty much any athlete in the women's game, just because they were living the life that I wanted to at some point, and so I looked up to every single one of them. The GOAT to me in the WNBA would be Candace Parker. When I first started playing basketball, I loved everything about her game, the way that she was just so versatile. She could do whatever, whenever, and make it look good.
What you speak is what you will get. Everything you speak, it better be something that you want. And so she learned to manifest whatever she's dreaming about, whatever she's praying about, whatever she's talking about, whatever her goals are. She learned to believe that if she spoke them and put in the work, she would get them.
I stay motivated just by looking ahead at all the greats in the WNBA, just because that's where I want to be. But I definitely think my family does a great job of motivating me. And also myself, knowing that I want to go to the league and be a professional athlete after college is over. So just kind of having all of that in my head is just that's what I want to do. So I need to stay on my track. The way I deal with pressure, I pray a lot. That's definitely the first thing that I do. And then a lot of it comes with just communications with the coaches. Just talk to them about how you're feeling about a game or how you're feeling about your play. I definitely think that's one of the most important things. But also, pressure means that you're doing a lot of things right. And so you just go in there in each game and you just think, this is basketball, this is what you've been doing your entire life or however long you've been playing, and this is what you enjoy doing. So it's kind of just, you know what, let's just go and don't put pressure on yourself. And that's kind of the mindset I try to have with it. Something that I've learned from Coach Staley would definitely be don't get too high with the highs and too lows with the low. I remember that just because life changes, and even in the game of basketball it changes, and so if something's going really good, don't necessarily go up with it because you need to stay level-headed, and if things are maybe not going your way, don't get too low because that can just take you completely out of what you've already had in mind. I think everything about Gamecocks and basketball is amazing. Coming here was definitely the best decision that I've ever made. Coach Staley and the entire coaching staff and my teammates, they just make it so welcoming. It's definitely a family feel. Going to college, I mean, you move away from your family, even if you live in the same state, and being able to have people that you consider family just makes it easier for you. It definitely does, and so that's what I love about it. And the competition. I mean, we push each other every day in practice because we want to be great and we want each other to be great and we want to win. And so that type of motivation, that type of competition every day it just feels great.
I first met Aliyah before the USC-Stanford game. We'd spoken on the phone multiple times. I'd spoken to her family, and we just wanted to make sure we were obviously a good fit for each other, but also that I had her goals in mind and could help her reach her goals. What makes Aliyah stand out from any other athlete that I work with, it's her spirit. She just has that drive. She has that drive and a constant academic of the game and also of life. She's bubbly, she's serious, she's internal, she works hard. I'm inspired by her energy, honestly.
What makes me proudest of Aliyah isn't basketball, is that Aliyah has grown into a phenomenal young woman who embraces her family and loves them, and who has not allowed the blessings that God has given her to change her into someone else. She has remained true to herself, and that makes me prouder than anything else.
Some tips that I would give someone looking to start basketball would be, the first thing would be just to surround yourself with people that know your goals and want to help you get there. I think sometimes it's hard to find like the right friend group because not everyone's into the same thing, but definitely starting there would be the most important thing. I would say have a strong support system, strong faith, and just being able to go from there.
How she got to where she is now as an athlete, just hard work. Hard work. She has spent a lot of time from her family, which is sacrifice, you know? She sacrificed a lot. She spent a lot of time away from her family in pursuit of greatness in a game that she loves. It's an obsession, honestly. I think when you truly love something and you have that desire to be great at it, it's always on your mind, always. And that's what no days off means. It's always in the back of your mind, and you're always thinking about, how can I be better? How can I do better?
You don't have to be on the court shooting, but making sure that you're rehabbing if anything's wrong, or making sure you're getting extra stretching. There's just no time to take a day off. You're always working.
After the national championship, I was able to connect with Kobe on the Ellen Show, and then we kept a connection. And I definitely try to, take that competitive nature from him.
Probably one of the top 2 or 3 players in the league, easily. She could score in the mid-range, she could score at the rim. It just makes her that much tougher to defend. So she's scary. She'll do anything to win.
My name is Arike Ogunbawale. I play for the Dallas Wings. I play a guard, and I've been playing professionally for 5 years. I started playing basketball probably around like 3 or 4. My mom, she was a pitcher at DePaul, starting pitcher. She was really good. Probably if they had pro back then, she would have went pro. I think I get my competitive nature from her. She's more mad when I lose than me. And my brother, he plays in the NFL for Houston Texans. So we're a pretty athletic family. Being a first rounder is definitely big. I mean, you're invited to wherever the draft is, so you're able to hear your name called, and that's, you know, every kid's dream when you dream of being a pro, just hearing your name called up on the stage to whatever team you're getting chosen to. Since playing pro, my rookie year, I was on all-rookie team, and I was top 5 in scoring that year. My second year, I was all-WNBA first team, and I got scoring champ. My third year, I got all-WNBA second team, and I was all-star and gave MVP. And then this last year, I was an all-star again.
My name is Mike Procopio. Been in pro basketball for 30 years, worked for the Dallas Mavericks for 6, worked with the Boston Celtics for 4 years, and then I worked for Kobe Bryant individually for 4 years. I've been working with Arike probably for the last 2 years. I read an article about how her and Kobe were a little bit close, and since I worked for Kobe for 4 years, I reached out, talked to her about, she wanted me to train her. So we've been working together on the court every day for about 5 days a week for about 4 months now. And, you know, she worked on any type of weakness that she wanted to work on. She wanted to tighten her basketball routine up, you know, as far as her training. And so we incorporate film, we incorporate on the court work.
Typical day for a game day, and I get to the gym probably like 9-ish, and then I'll do shoot around. That's like an hour and a half. Might do a little lift before shoot around, depends. Then I'll come home, eat pregame meal, take a nap, get dressed, go to the gym at around 4:30. Then it's warm up, game at 7 to 9, 10, go to sleep, probably 11, 12, and that's my day. Today we're here at College Park Center, and I'm meeting with my trainer, Mike, and we're gonna work on, you know, shooting and all different types of things with basketball.
When we train, when we work, we usually go about an hour and a half on skill work, and then we do about 30 to 40 minutes on one-on-one. So they'll play one-on-one from 5 different spots.
Hey, oh, you all right? That had to hurt. Did it? Let me see. Where's that? Hey, we got a tooth on the floor. I'm bleeding, but I'm okay. So that's what comes with this. A big cut, it's a gash actually, but I'll be all right, I'm strong. Half of it chipped off, like a good half, like, yes, it's gone. I think he left. He needs to be on his way to the hospital, honestly. I think the women's game is really physical. I think it's really fundamental, but at the same time, like, we hold D, honestly, from tip to the end of the game, whereas you can see, like, you know, some other professional, they might be a little lax. They getting enough money to be relaxed, so I might be relaxed too if I was them. But just us, I feel like it's a grind every game, like I said, from start to finish. And it's tough just because there's only 12 teams. Like NBA, there's like 20-something, maybe 30, but here there's 12 teams, 12 spots. So it's only 144 spots. And there's a lot of great players that aren't in the league. So people are competing for spots, you know, every night, honestly. And I think that's what makes it so physical, that there isn't even a lot. So when you're here, you definitely don't take it for granted.
With Arike, it's making sure that early shot clock to 8 on the shot clock, that she takes the most efficient shots as possible, cutting, moving without the ball, you know, defending without fouling, all those things. That's sort of going to be the difference between them being a championship level team and her being a top 5 player in the league, which she definitely is.
We were so geeked. Oh my God, I couldn't believe it. That was the craziest thing ever that I've ever been a part of, honestly. Like, it's just hard to explain. It was crazy. I don't know. You see, I'm losing my words now too. Like, it's always gonna be special to watch that back.
I think that a player like Arike needs to have that mentality of being the 13th best player as far as her work ethic. And she's the best player on the floor, but you need that 13th best player sort of mentality. Kobe always had it, and that's what he told me. He always told me. You know, when we had private conversations, he'd be like, look, I work like I'm the 13th guy. I'm the first guy to come in, last person to leave.
Like, I want to be great so bad. I know my potential, and like, I'm just hungry for it. So I really don't need much to motivate me outside of that. But if it's not myself, it's my family, just everything that they've done for me. I would say some of my future goals, my biggest is to win a WNBA championship. I got a state one in middle school, got national championship in college, state in high school, so that's all I need now is the pro. But that as a team goal, individually, I want to get MVP someday. That's a goal of mine as well, but I would say those two are my biggest. I would say no days off is a mindset that, you know, whenever it is time to work, you're giving it 100%. Like, when you're in that gym, you're not taking any time off, days off, cutting any reps down, like you're completing the job. So that's what I would describe no days off as.
Well, I'm not waking up at 8 a.m. on an off day. More like 10 a.m.
Bets with the answer.
What makes her different is that she doesn't let anything define her. She figures out what she wants to do on the basketball court and then constructs that backwards into how does she make that happen.
Lauren bets good inside position and making it look easy.
I think it's just like finding that balance between being an athlete and being a human. Hey guys, I'm Lauren Betts. I'm a college basketball player. As I've gotten older, I've gotten to love the game a lot more. I first started playing basketball at 4th grade, and I only did it because I was really bad at soccer because I was way too tall and there was no way I could keep playing. So my parents thought I might as well play basketball, and I guess it went kind of well, so I kept playing ever since. I think my relationship with basketball, it's pretty up and down. Obviously, I think as it is for a lot of athletes, there's your hard days and then there's really good days. As I've gotten older, I've gotten to love the game a lot more, but it definitely wasn't easy. So I think I had to create a really good relationship with the grind. Even on the days where I really don't feel like it, I think it's just a necessity, and my coaches here have made it a lot easier for me to just come in the gym and want to get shots up. I think it's just become a norm in my life. We're out here in the gym, getting some buckets. I love spending downtime with my teammates, and even though like I spend so much time with them on the court, I think that's where I like to create those relationships off the court as well. So for me, like hanging out with them outside of basketball is really important. Like Izzy Anstey, like I'm closest with her on the team.
Also entails back-to-back double-doubles from Zarin.
We're in the gym getting some shots up, and then we're gonna go ahead and grab some food with my friend Izzy. She's a senior, Australian girl. Her and I just get along really well.
I've never told her this, but she sings all the time and she's actually a really good singer. Oh my. Don't tell her I told you that.
I admitted that because she hates when I sing. She's like, Lori, shut up.
It's only because I can't sing, but she's actually a really good singer. Yeah.
I'm so big-headed now. Be real with it.
What makes her different is that she doesn't let anything define her. She figures out what she wants to do on the basketball court and then constructs that backwards into how does she make that happen. And the way that she works, her ethic, she'll talk back a little bit, but I love that because it means she cares. And she gives me a little bit of attitude, but it's really just because she wants to get better, and it's okay. Like we'll go at each other a little bit and she makes me better and I make her better, but without that little bit of fight that she has in her, she wouldn't be here today.
Especially like in the women's sport, I think it's just like an opportunity for us with the platform that we have to just kind of like use it to inspire other girls and to, you know, just build this community and just like create this atmosphere that girls believe that they can do whatever that guys are doing. And I just think, you know, with all the hype that women's basketball is getting right now, like what a great opportunity that we just get to be such great role models for all these young girls. And I just hope that I can keep inspiring other girls to believe that they can do whatever they want, as, you know, if they work hard, they surround themselves by the right people. I try to represent specifically tall girls in like the best way I possibly can. Growing up, it wasn't easy always being tall, but I just try to inspire other tall girls that they can do whatever they want. If they wanted to like model, they can. If they want to play basketball, they can. So just like whatever they want to do, like you shouldn't let your height, you know, hold you back from whatever you want to do.
Squeezes at home.
My on days are pretty tough. As season's gone on, I think I've gotten more used to it. Every single practice is like super intense, and obviously like you're just doing a bunch of hard drills and you're trying to get in shape. And so like, I would say mentally, it's pretty challenging, especially now like coming into this new role on this team. I think it's been pretty tough, but I think that's where like, you know, I chose UCLA for a reason, and I'm surrounded by the best group of coaches and the best teammates ever, and they've supported me so much in this new role, and I feel like it's been like a really easy transition. The pressure is not really on me. From the outside world, it might seem like I have a lot of pressure, but I feel like with my coaches and my teammates, they've just made it so easy to just like take on this new role. Just prioritize yourself and your well-being and your mind. I think that just comes with like all the other aspects of like playing your sport. Just like, you know, you're not gonna be 100% healthy if you're not taking care of your mind as well.
I like matching up against the best in the world.
She's this next wave of Canada basketball.
Playing against the greats of Canada basketball like Natalie Achonwa, Kia Nurse.
I mean, it doesn't surprise me that Syla is the youngest Canadian to play on an Olympic team.
Play in March Madness and play against the girls who are on such a big stage right now. People know me from being a Canadian basketball player that's taking over the American game. I'm Syla Swords, I play basketball, and this is No Days Off. I grew up around a big basketball family. My dad was a coach, my mom played college basketball, so it's really what I grew up knowing and what I grew to love.
Normally touch stuff, so she's doing mic and drill right now. She's working on some layup touches. She'll do a reverse after you're done making 10 in a row.
I started getting recruited by Michigan in grade 10 before I even moved to the States for high school. So it's a world-renowned school, and I think that's what really attracted me to Michigan initially. And then on top of that, Coach Arike and what she's been able to do with the program and the success she's had, and her being a powerful woman in a head coaching position, it was all really exciting to me.
You're balancing skill development, you're balancing conditioning with also, you're in the heat of it. You're playing games, especially someone like Syla that's playing 30 minutes a game, that's a lot of wear and tear in your body. So it's definitely an entire plan with coaches, with training staff, with medical staff, and how do we keep our athletes at peak shape. It's all like small detail stuff that is like part of an everyday routine. I mean, even when you're introductory playing basketball, like these are things you're learning, but at a level when you play long enough, these are just like things you cycle through.
I'm a guard, and I think the guard position is so exciting because you have the ability to make an impact on every single play. On any end of the floor, you're guarding ball, you make a steal, make a pass. It's just such an exciting style of play from the guard position.
If you train at like almost perfection, that when you have game slippage and when you add defense in, when you add stress, when you add playing at a high level environment, if you're practicing the detail stuff at perfect, I think it just gives you more room for error when that stuff gets added in. I love that in Canada basketball, our favorite thing is to bring up at least one younger player. So at my time that was me, and before me it was Kim Goche, and then it was Kia Nurse after me, and then so Syla was that little whisper of the next coming. And I think to see her be a part of this past Olympics and be in that environment, maybe when she wasn't quite ready, but to throw her into that, I think was a huge learning experience for her, as it was for me.
So I was kind of forced to adjust to that style of play, that high IQ level, that high work ethic at a very young age. And I think that's really set the tone for what I've been able to do coming out of that.
You know, a little out of breath, but that's always good after a game day to get your touch in, especially after loss, to get the confidence back up a little bit.
If you don't actually practice it with defense, if you don't actually practice it live speed, live play, then it's all just showmanship.
I'm just gonna come down, change the direction, finish at the rim. People are scout specific now, they know I like to go to my left hand, so really adding in a change of direction move is helpful.
You attack, your pickup's either down here, you go up, keep the ball up. Go low, snatch it, and either tunnel it or do something, but your pickups here were getting picked yesterday. Yeah? It's definitely important to know what her current skill set is, how people are currently guarding her, to know where she can improve, what she can improve on.
The best competition, seeing how I can do better, seeing where I measure up, but also like it's different every time. It's a different matchup every time. There's different adjustments you have to make, and it's ever changing.
And it's still fun. So this is a game winner right here. Her shot should look the same as it did on the other two.
It was good, game winner.
I think a lot of pride for my country, a lot of pride for being able to play the game of basketball at such a high level, and understanding that not everyone gets this opportunity to represent your country, understanding that it's a privilege every time I step on the floor, no matter who it's against, high school game, Olympic qualifying game, not everyone has that opportunity every day.
Especially Syla playing like the volume that she is and where we are in the season. We're not training that hard. We're just doing little things that we could have done better in the game.
Missing a couple more than when we started.
I only rebound makes normally.
Natalie Nacua, 4-time Olympic Canada All-Star, rebounding my misses every day. Close out, start, close out. I'm gonna guard her for 2 dribbles, come back to the middle, meet her in the next spot, all the way around the arc. That's a little bit of cardio, but a lot of defensive angles too, and just staying on your toes and close out. Yeah, just your daily vitamins, your daily reps of stuff that doesn't seem significant, but when you look at the game, it's like, yeah, that's what I messed up on. Yeah, especially after drills like that, where it's a little bit of cardio. You know, you're gonna be tired in games, you're gonna be breathing heavy in games, and that's really when you gotta start making your free throws.
It's the same thing as the form shooting that you did at the beginning, right? It's all touch. Your routine should be the same regardless of how tired you are.
We're on a great trajectory. We've had some amazing women players come through the NCAA in the past recent years, but even before that, it's talked a lot, Caitlin Clark right now and Juju Watkins, but the players that have come before to set that stage, you know, Candace Parker and players, big names like that, where they didn't have the huge social media presence, but still set the stage to allow people like Caitlin Clark to do what she's doing for the women's game. So I think it's important to not recognize what's the present, but in the past as well, so that the future can also grow the game.
I feel like I've been part of such a fun era of basketball where I kind of remember the beginning where I was still young in that and understanding that the women's game didn't have the popularity or the visibility that it does now. And now on the end of it, I've been seeing the TV games, the viewership, the merch, and how much investment is going into women's sports. And it's such a fun time to know that I was somewhere in building that and trailblazing for that, especially in Canada. And now these young girls being able to reap the benefits. It brings such a joy to see them and how much and how deserving they are of this moment.
It was never boring, no matter who you play against, no matter what you're trying to do, there's always ways to improve, there's always ways to try new things and learn and have fun doing it.
I think representation is so important. I always say that you cannot be what you cannot see. And I grew up in the men's basketball space until I joined the national team in Canada basketball. Then I had these role models firsthand, but if I didn't have that experience, I don't think that I would have fallen in love with the game the same way.
I think it's natural if you care about something enough, you're gonna get a little nervous before it happens. But I've been in so many situations where you feel the butterflies in your stomach, that it's weird if it's not there. So you're kind of used to it. It excites you to feel it, even though it's a little uncomfortable. But I think that's a huge thing too, is being comfortable with being uncomfortable, really, and allowing yourself to step in those situations, knowing it's gonna be hard, knowing you're probably gonna fail, but really being comfortable with making those mistakes and stepping forward after them. Thanks for checking out my story. Make sure to like and subscribe for more videos like mine.